Have you ever wondered how can you know automatically when your client's website goes down? If you have many clients and you manage many websites, then opening a browser daily morning and checking each website manually is time consuming. In this video, we are going to learn two-step automation to receive email notification early morning when a website is down. This solution is 100% free and no server setup is required. So its architecture is like this. This shows our mobile phone. This is our client's website. We are going to write app script and that will be running on Google server. And we are going to set up trigger so that early morning it is going to run our app script, which will check whether website is reachable or not, and if not, it is going to send email to the email ID that we specified in our app script. So there are two steps. One is we write our Google app script, and second step is we set up trigger for this app script. So first let's understand step 1, writing Google app script. We open one blank spreadsheet. We are not going to write anything here. We are going to write our app script code. So click on this extensions, click on this app script. So this is a blank project with a blank function called my function. We are going to write our app script code here. So this is that code which is check website and second is send email. So first let us save this project. We have saved this project. We save it. We have this check website function and send email function, so we can run any function by clicking on this run button, and from here we can select which function we want to execute. So our main function is this check website, which we are going to see later how to run it. But first let's understand the code. Now when any website is down, there could be two reasons. One is our website is not accessible, that is the server on which our website is running, that server itself is not reachable. And the second situation is that server is running, we are going to see page that will be written by that reverse proxy server. For example, Nginx, that may send message as bad gateway. So we are going to consider these two situations. So now let's understand that how to detect that our website is not working. So I consider an example of Google. So if I want to check that this site is accessible or not, or it is running or not, we need to find out from the home page of that website a particular keyword that we are going to read programmatically. So in this case, I am going to read this Google search programmatically in my app script. If this website is running, we will be able to access this page and this word will be found. But if website is not running, in that case, we may get response that bad gateway, or we will not get any response. So in that case, we are going to get an exception. So here we write that URL. Here we use this fetch API to fetch content of that URL. If that server is down, it is going to send exception. So for that exception situation, we are going to send email that this website on this URL is not working, and the reason we specify is that server is not running or is not reachable. If server is running, that is our VPS server is running, but web application itself is not running. For example, it is running as Next.js application on port 3000. So if that is not running, so in that case, we are going to get some response. So now from that response, we are going to search a string that is present on the home page of our website. So in this case, I have considered this Google search as a text that should be there on the home page of Google's website. In the same way, for your client's website, you are going to find out some unique text that is present on the home page. So this is the search text we are interested. Now we search that search text in the response that we receive on that URL. So in this content, we are going to search for that search text. If it is not found, it is going to return -1, and in that case, we are going to send email that server is running, but web application is not running. Let's see this send email function. So send email function is very simple. Here we take email address, we take subject that website check alert for this particular URL, that is client's website URL. Then we find out this timestamp that we are generating this message at which particular date and time, and we create a message that the website on this URL appears not working at this particular timestamp, and we specify reason as we receive in detail. So if it is generating exception, the reason will be this. If server is running but web application is not running, then reason will be this. So this is our step 1 of writing app script. Now let's test it whether working or not. Now one very important thing is that the Google's website is always working. So how can we test it? So what I have done, I have inverted this condition. So I say that its search text is not equal to -1. That is, on Google's website, the search text will be found. And we check that it is not equal to -1. That means this condition will be true. So here, just to understand that sending email is working or not, I'm just inverting this condition. So let me run this particular function. So I click on this run. So here it is going to ask to authorize that this app script can access our data. So here we review the permission. We click email address. We select here advanced, and here we accept that we want to access this particular application. So I click it. Here it is going to ask the reviewing the permission, and here we say allow. Now that app script code will run, and we are going to receive an email. Let me go to Gmail. So here you can see the reason that this website appears not working, and this is the date, this is the timestamp. We can also see the reason that server is running but web application is not running. So that was step 1. So here we have manually run this app script. That was first step, that is we have written Google app script. Now as a second step, we are going to set up trigger for this app script. So let's see that step number 2. Second step is we are going to do automation. So for that purpose, we are going to set up a trigger. So for that, we hover on this clock icon and we select here trigger. So bottom right corner, we can see add trigger. Click on that. Here we select which function to run. So we say check website because that is our main function. Here we keep deployment as head. Now as the event source, I'm going to select time driven because daily early morning at fixed time, I'm going to run this. So I say time driven. Then select the time of time-based trigger. So here I'll select that as a day timer because daily we are going to perform that. And here we select that this app script should run during which time period. So we select this 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. early morning. So during this duration, at any point, Google app script is going to run our function. So we click on save. And we'll see that our trigger has been set up. That's it. So we need to do only these 2 steps, and without any server and without paying any money, we can monitor any website. If you are having your own website, then also you can use it. So this process I have explained for just one website. It is possible that you can apply this concept for as many websites as you want. And you can monitor all these websites without opening a browser, without spending any time. You are going to get notification if website is down. If you like this video, let me know in the comment section how this video was useful to you. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe this channel. Thanks for watching and happy learning. We'll see you in the next video.